Now we begin Surya Namaskar B. Bend your knees. Ekam, inhale. Dwe, exhale. Fold forward, straightening the legs as you go down. Trini, inhale. Send your chest forward. Chatwari, exhale. Jump all the way back to Chaturanga Dandasana. Pancha, inhale. Come forward, upward facing. Shat, exhale, downward facing. Sapta, inhale, right side, step all the way forward to Warrior One as you raise the arms, look up at the thumbs. Ashto, exhale, step all the way back to Chaturanga. Nava, inhale, upward facing. Dasha, exhale, downward facing. Left side, Ekadisha, inhale, step forward. Raise the arms, press the palms, look up to the thumbs. Dwadisha, exhale, step all the way back to Chaturanga Dandasana. Trayogdisha, inhale, upward facing. Chakturdisha, exhale, downward facing. Settle into downward facing for 5 breaths, regulating the pace of your breath. Avoid hanging too much in the shoulders and avoid rounding your back. Instead, just feel the pivot through the hip joints and let your spine release out of the pelvic bowl. Keep your shoulders active and your mind calm, feeling a long, clean line of connection from your feet to your hips. Looking forward, Panchadisha, inhale, jump your hips over the shoulders, slowly lowering down. Shodisha, exhale, fold forward. Bend through the knees, sink into the hips. Saptadisha, inhale, press your palms, gaze at the thumbs, Samastitihi. And again, bend your knees deeply. Ekam, inhale, raise the hands. Dwe, exhale, fold forward. Trini, inhale, send your chest slightly forward. Chatwari, prepare the shoulders to jump all the way back. Bend your elbows, Chaturanga. Pancha, inhale, suck the belly in. Shat, exhale, roll back. Sapta, inhale, step forward. Virabhadrasana A, sink into your right hip joint, hands up. Ashto, exhale, strong shoulders, firm core, lower down. Nava, inhale, upward facing. Dasha, exhale, downward facing. Left side, Ekadisha, inhale, step forward, Virabhadrasana A, left side, arms up, palms press. Dwadisha, exhale, all the way down. Trayogdisha, inhale, upward facing. Chakturdisha, exhale, downward facing. Settling into downward facing for 5 breaths. Regain the calm, even center of your mind and regulate your breath. You'll notice that the cardiovascular system turns on as we settle into Surya Namaskar B. Allow your breath to be long and deep, your awareness to be underneath the skin, down into the inner body. Tune into your strength, your flexibility, pressing up from the shoulders. Here we go. Panchadisha, inhale, hips over the shoulders, slowly lowering down. Shodisha, exhale, fold forward. Bend through the knees, sink into your hip joints. Saptadisha, inhale, press your palms. Return to Samastitihi. Last one. Ekam, inhale, bend your knees, arms up. Dwe, exhale, fold forward, straight legs go down. Trini, inhale. Chatwari, exhale, jump back to Chaturanga, keeping your shoulders strong and the core engaged. Pancha, inhale, upward facing. Shat, exhale, downward facing. Right side, Warrior One. Sapta, inhale, all the way forward. Make sure your back heel is down. Gaze at the thumbs. Ashto, exhale, step all the way back, Chaturanga. Nava, inhale, upward facing. Dasha, exhale, downward facing. Left side, Ekadisha, inhale, step forward, raise your arms, gaze up at the thumbs. Dwadisha, exhale, all the way back to Chaturanga. Trayogdisha, inhale, upward facing. Chakturdisha, exhale, downward facing. Finding a calm, even place of your breath. Tuning your mind into the inner body. 5 of your own breaths in downward facing. You may notice that you're here for a few more or a few less as you follow along. Slowly start to regulate your breath, bringing your attention down in the inner body, letting your breath be a vehicle of inner experience. Switching the gaze forward, Panchadisha, inhale, jump your hips over the shoulders. Shodisha, exhale, fold deep into the hips as you go down. Bend your knees, sink down into your thighs. Saptadisha, inhale, press your palms. Samasthitihi. Moving into the standing poses, Padangushtasana. Move your feet hips width apart, fold forward, hold on to your big toes. Ekam, inhale. Dwe, exhale, fold forward. Every inhalation creates space deep in the center of the body. Every exhalation takes you a bit deeper into that space. Empty out the pelvic bowl, spread your shoulders, gaze at the nose tip. Draw your ribs gently towards each other to help facilitate entry into the forward folds. Trini, inhale. Step your hands underneath your feet, Padahastasana. Ekam, inhale. Dwe, exhale, fold forward. Keep the belly drawn in and press the weight into the bases of the big toes, tipping ever so slightly forward with the sacrum. Gaze still at the tip of the nose, the legs are engaged, releasing the muscles of the back. Trini, inhale, look up and forward, exhale. Samasthitihi, release your hands, come all the way back up. Uttita Trikonasana A. Ekam, inhale, step out to the right, spread your arms. Dwe, exhale, turn your right foot out, wrap your fingers around your right big toe, and extend the left arm upward. Gaze steady at the left fingers. Engage the inner thighs, pull back deeply into the right hip joint. Belly sucks in, avoid arching or flexing the spine forward. Work with a neutral spine, thrust into your right foot. Trini, inhale, come up, turn the right foot in and the left foot out. Chatwari, exhale, bend into the left hip joint, wrap your fingers around the left big toe, gaze upwards towards your right fingers. Align your shoulders with each other, moving the shoulder blades both down the back and away from each other. Soften through the neck and avoid squeezing too much with any part of the body. Instead, find the appropriate level of activation, the appropriate level of inner awareness. Moving into Uttita Trikonasana B. Dwe, exhale, square your hips, taking the left hand down on the outside of the right foot. Switch your gaze up and gaze at the right fingertips. Every inhalation makes space deep into the inner body. Every exhalation, draw the ribcage in towards the center line, keeping the hips as level as possible, calming the mind, tuning deeply into the inner body. Trini, inhale, come up, turn, square the hips forward, moving into the left side. Chatwari, exhale, right hand down, aligning the fingers and toes, switching the gaze up to the left fingers. Belly sucks deeply in. Inhale, make space, pulling the rib cage away from the hips. Exhale, twist the rib cage to move into that space, finding and feeling the center line. Gazing at the left fingers, moving deeply into the inner body. Pancha, inhale, come all the way up, and Samasthitihi, back to the center. Uttita Parsvakonasana A. Ekam, inhale, step out to the right, spread your arms. Dwe, exhale, bend your right knee down over the right ankle, taking the right hand to the floor, extending the left arm. Let your whole left side body be in a long, clean line. Let your torso fold down around the outer edge of your right thigh. Belly sucks in, gaze steady at the left fingertips. Trini, inhale, come up. Chatwari, exhale, pivot around to the left side. Left hand down, right arm reaches overhead. Drop your right armpit down as much as you can, aligning the shoulder. Belly sucks in, draw the rib cage gently in towards the center line. Gaze is steady at the right fingers. Calm, even pace of your breath. Feel the strength and solidity of the legs. Pancha, inhale, come up. Parsvakonasana B. Dwe, exhale, twisting the body by folding your torso around the outer band of your right thigh. Extending the left arm, dropping that left armpit towards the chin, gazing at the right fingers. Calm, even, steady pace of your breath. Keep the belly drawn in, keep the legs strong, fold down into the emptiness behind the right hip joint. Trini, inhale, come up, pivot around, left side. Chatwari, exhale, fold the torso around the outer edge of the left thigh, planting those right fingertips down. Spiraling through the center line, gaze upwards towards your left fingers. Feel your rib cage twisting and pivoting around the center line of the body as your legs remain solid and planted into the ground as your foundation. Pancha, inhale, come up. Samasthitihi, back to the center. Prasarita Padottanasana A. Ekam, inhale, step out to the right. Dwe, exhale, feet parallel, hands on the ground. Again, inhale, straighten the arm, shift your gaze forward. Trini, exhale, bend the elbows, fold forward. Top of the head on the ground, fingertips pressing into the ground. Pivot your pelvis slightly forward. You can slide your hands back if that's comfortable for you, but no stress. Gaze at the tip of the nose, draw the elbows in towards each other. Chatwari, inhale, straight arms, exhale. Pancha, inhale, hands to the waist as you come up, and exhale. B position. Ekam, inhale, spread your arms. Dwe, exhale, hands to your waist. Again, inhale. Trini, exhale, fold forward. Top of the head again on the ground. Make sure your hands stay on the waist. Gaze at the nose tip. Your legs are engaged. Activate the inner thighs so you can still feel the center line. Belly sucks as deeply in as possible, making space down in the center of the pelvic bowl. Gaze at the nose tip. Chatwari, inhale, come all the way back up and exhale. C position. Ekam, inhale, spread your arms. Dwe, exhale, interlock the fingers, straight arms behind your back. Again, inhale. Trini, exhale, fold forward. Relax the shoulders towards the ground. Avoid pulling, tightening, or squeezing too much with the fingers. Instead, simply let the shoulders find their space of release. Gazing at the nose tip, leaning gently forward with the hips. Calming the mind only when you're ready. Flipping the grip so you can bend your elbows, moving into a deeper internal rotation of the shoulders, spreading the shoulder blades away from each other. Calm, even pace of your breath. Chatwari, inhale, come all the way up and exhale. Hands to your waist. Ekam, inhale, make space between the ribs and the hips. Dwe, exhale, fold forward. Wrap your fingers around your big toes, straight arms. Again, inhale. Trini, exhale, fold forward. Top of the head towards the ground. Elbows point up to the ceiling. Drawing the belly deeply in. Slide the torso between the thighs. Lift your kneecaps. Press your weight down into the bases of your big toes, lifting your toes slightly off the ground. Keep your arms engaged and let the mind remain calm, even, steady, and equanimous. Chatwari, inhale, straight arms, exhale. Pancha, inhale, come on back up, place your hands on your waist. Samasthitihi, come on back up to the front. Parshvottanasana, hands in prayer behind your back. Find that place where the heels of the hands press into each other. Ekam, inhale, step out to the right side, squaring your hips. Dwe, exhale, send your sternum down to your right knee as you pull the pubic bone back. As much as you fold forward, pull back into the inner space of the pelvis. Shift your weight a little bit forward towards the right foot to create a sense of evenness in your pelvic bowl. Press the heels of the hands to each other and lift the elbows slightly. Gaze forward towards your right toes. Trini, inhale, come up, pivot your feet. Move over to the left side. Chatwari, exhale, fold your sternum down to your left knee, pressing the heels of the hands into each other, gently lifting the elbows. Feel your torso release down over your left thigh, while at the same time you pull back into the emptiness of the pelvic bowl, making space behind your left hip joint, making space by sucking the belly as deeply in as possible, making space behind the pubic bone, keeping the legs strong. Pancha, inhale, come up, release your hands. Samasthitihi, come on back up to the front.